Hi, my name is Jalen Simmons, and for my service learning project, I decided to volunteer at Harry's House, which is located on Gordon State's campus in the Student Center, room 212, and it's open Tuesdays and Wednesdays, 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. and 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. My duties at Harry's House basically had to make sure that everyone signed in. I had to make sure that people under a certain amount of goods, meaning they can only have 5 food items and 3 non-food items. I had to make sure that the people didn't come in twice in 1 week. So if you came in that Tuesday, you could not come again that Wednesday. Um, I had to make sure that I was easy to it was easy for me to answer questions. So if they had a question about anything food wise or just questions about the campus or questions about whatever, I had to make sure that I was easy for me to answer them. And I had to make sure that the atmosphere was comfortable for it was easy for them to talk to me. So I had to be super duper friendly. This service learning project was very interesting to me just because I saw the same observations that I saw in high school. I did something like this in high school. We had our own clothing pantry and food pantry. And the same observations that I saw here in Harry's house, I saw in my old school. So it was interesting in a good and bad way. I'll just start with the good way. The good way was that very few kids that came in wanted to get whatever they needed. They knew that they needed something, and they were easy to conversate with. They were easy to answer the questions. They weren't there to. They weren't there to. Listen. They weren't there to just be there. They actually needed something from there for them to eat that night. So one girl that I met during my 2 days, the first day I volunteered was the morning shift, and 10 minutes before I had to close the pantry, she came in, and she was very happy and vivid and lively. She was just very nice, and she actually started the conversation with me because I didn't know what to say to her. I didn't know what to say or what to do, or this was my first day. And she came in and she asked my name and my major, and it turns out we had the same major. And she told me about her siblings and her church and how, she lives at the shelter in her church. She didn't really tell me about her parents. She was just very nice and very open, and I just thought that was cool, considering that I'm an introvert, of course. And it just seemed like she was just so happy and so thrilled, and it was just fun talking to her. And I kind of saw that as personality psychology, I guess I can say that, because she wasn't the only one that I could relate this to. I had many other people, very few other people come in and get something for the food pantry, but she was just very nice and easy. I could tell her personality was very warm and vivid. Another example of the personality psychology is that this other girl, she came in, she didn't really talk much. She just asked me about certain things. She seemed very shy, very timid. She didn't really want to ask questions to me. She wasn't really, open like the first girl was, but she was still nice, and I can tell from her personality that she was an introvert as well, just like me. So I completely understood why she did not want to speak to me. And then another good thing that I saw at the food pantry was the problem solving solution, not thinking, problem solving solution. And basically, I saw this on the fridge. If you're like me and you know you can't cook, all you can cook is noodles, then that fridge is for you. Because basically, what they got on the fridge is different recipes, easy recipes that you can make and all the ingredients are there in the food pantry. So you don't have to go out and buy anything. You can literally get what you need for those recipes and come back to your dorm and make it. I just thought that was pretty cool. So they was create. So for them, there was a problem. There was a problem with kids not knowing how to cook. So they made it too simple how they can come in, look at the recipe, get the food, and be out and have something to eat for that night. And if you use it well, you can eat it for the next 2 nights. So I thought that was another good example. And I'm starting to get to the bad now. A bad thing that I saw is that it's not enough people coming in. Throughout my 2 days, I did both days and both hours. I can say at least 9 people came in to get something. And for me, I don't think that's really a good turnout, because it's like there's a bunch of, I've met kids. There's millions of kids on this, not millions, but there's a bunch of kids on this campus that needs food, but they don't know about this food pantry. They don't know that we have a food pantry on campus, and they don't know that there's actually a resource. So I kind of use humanistic psychology for this, because that means that we're not advertising enough. We're not telling kids about Harry's Pantry. We're not telling them about the clothing they have there. They don't just have food. They have clothing, shoes, food. They have recipes. They have school supplies. They have toiletries. They have cleaning supplies. Everything that a college student needs, they have for free. And I just think that we're not, that's the problem. We're not advertising this great thing out enough to the students, and we're just not doing anything to tell the students, hey, this is for you. The only reason I knew about Harry's House because I was part of SGA, and my SGA members was talking about it, but it seemed like they was the only ones that knew about it. And when I would go around campus and I asked people and tell people about Harry's House, they didn't even know we had a food pantry or clothing pantry. So that was definitely a new thing for me. Another problem that I saw that I can relate to humanistic psychology is that they don't have enough donations. When I was talking to the counselors, they basically told me how they take money out of their own pockets because they don't have enough donations, and they put it into the food pantry. They buy the goods and stuff themselves because not enough donations are coming in. So I feel like that's another thing. If we're not advertising and we're not telling our students, then we're not getting any donations, because you have to have a need. You have to have a want or to get something out of it. So if people aren't needing it and wanting it, then you're not going to get a donation. So if we're not advertising Harry's House, then we're definitely not going to do anything for it. So that was one of the problems that I saw. Overall, I just think that Harry's House is a good thing for the students on campus, especially for me, because I hate spending money. I hate asking my parents for money, and I can't find a job right now. So it's very easy for me to go in there and get something. And not only that, you actually meet cool people there. It was very interesting to see me get on my shell and actually talk to people. That was very fun. And as for next semester, I plan on volunteering again. And this time, I actually want to help them. I actually want to see if we can advertise on Instagram. And I want to see if we can make flyers and put it throughout the dorm rooms and just tell people about it, because it's a great thing. And just start seeing who would donate to them. And that's my service learning project. Thank you.